Unit 4, preview to assessment, sine, cosine, tangent. In any case, I think the way they're going to ask is something like this. Please name 3 pairs. So where's A, B, C? A, B, C. Well, if I needed a triangle that's congruent to A, B, C, I feel, do I need to do it in the same order? A, B, C, B, A, D.
So as long as it's the same size, it doesn't matter what angle you get it from.
Right, right. I'm going to check and see if the order matters. For me, I'm going to go with the order doesn't matter. I know it does, but my brain's having trouble putting in order. But let me do a baby guy. A, E, E, A, E, B. Triangle A, and this needs to be congruent to A, E, B. I know we just named them. I'm doing what I think the test's going to ask you to do. A, E, B is congruent to the guy downstairs, the guy next door, the guy next door. They're all the same, but I go with the guy downstairs. So if I start with A, E, B, I go with D, E, C. Not a very difficult question. I'm not quite sure why they're going to let you have a point for just naming guys that are the same size. Maybe because there's someone who can see, no, I don't know why. This guy and this guy are neighbors. Oh, that would be 3 pairs. Take a look at it, see if it means anything to you. This one is sine. Let me say something. If we're cosine, what would you see? Sine starts off like a regular roller coaster. You start at the bottom, you're taking up on what was Colossus. When I was a kid, Colossus was the big deal. Oh, but about the Colossus. Now, of course, you get on Colossus for fun. There's the Colossus and the Revolution. You want to go upside down? And this is at Magic Mountain. So you get on the Revolution, go upside down. Colossus for the big thrill. Now, what's like the big is sine, regular. Cosine is maybe like drop it down. They take you up to the top first. And then it just drops you down. Ah! Oh, that was me. Oh, let's do it again. Not me. I'm going to try to get on 2. I lived. Don't get on Ghost right at knots. It hurts your back. Learned that the hard way. Good. It should be closed for the duration. Did it hurt your back? It should have. It hurt my back. All right, cosine. Tangent is weird. Draw these in, draw these in. Don't just look at them, draw them in. Tangent looks like this. One day you'll need to know it if you ever get to algebra 2B. I don't know what kind of ride this would be, but, you know, make it a ride. And young people who, they don't want to do drugs. They just want to be excited a little bit. They'll get on them until then it becomes too slow. It's like going to Disneyland. How far away from the island? We don't know. The lighthouse is 100 feet tall. How far are we away? You already got this down. I'm just going to put it up just so I can get to the real stuff. Did we solve it, though? Okay. So first, of course, you should have your SohCahToa. If I'm the same dude who taught it last time, you want SohCahToa there. The other class has a lot of boys. They like to switch to SohCahToa. I'm not sure why that's something that they want to say. I'm about to find out. I hope you're right. I hope you are right. For our sake.
I don't think I'm right.
Are you going to kill us over on this boat? Hey, right, Jasmine has it. We're 20 feet away. Okay. Sorry, I was wrong. All right. I mean, we'd have a GPS in real life. We wouldn't solve it this way. We'd be like, take out your phone. Go to Google Maps. And then, like, go to the ocean. Like, you are 15 feet away, you know. So all this for what? For nothing. That's for nothing. That's why I say, you know. Here comes this. Solve it, though. SohCahToa. This is where we're watching the movie from this yacht. Anybody see the movie The Wolf on Wall Street? Yeah, you shouldn't have. Bad for you. Moving on. In any case, they're on the boat, right? Okay. And so at this point, this is the opposite side. This is where we're watching the movie. The iPod is always in the same spot. Jason's there. This has, we're looking for an A, and we're given an O. The only guy who has an A and an O is the TOA. So here it goes. Tangent of 12. We're going to find out, what did you say, 100 and something?
Wait, hold on, wait.
She's going to revise her answer, which is fine. Tangent of 12 degrees equals what's on top, 100 over the A on the bottom. If ever there's a letter on the bottom of a fraction, you solve an equation, you're always just going to switch it with the whatever's on the other side. So A and tan, just remind you something you already know. After this, we go to the new stuff, which is using your calculator, and then we'll be get to your test. A and O, switch it. A switches over here. The tan 12 is on the bottom. The 100 didn't even move. On the calculator, please do me a favor. Do 100 divided by tan 12, and let's see what you get. 100 divided by tan 12, and we'll find out how close Jasmine was the very first time. 400 and something? But here's the good news, here's the good news. We didn't crash, we didn't crash. We just stopped early, like, we're here, and we debark. Oh, Jasmine! There's sharks in the water. So we lost. You want to be lost or make it Jay? So Jay steps off and goes, ah, and then the blood, ah, that's the shark moving around. This is his body up top. And then you're like, and that's it, and then it calms. You hear, here's the answer to that one. Triangle. Step 2, make it a right triangle. Up here, they say the adjacent leg, assuming that you're watching the movie from this corner, is going to be 5 all the time. Put a 5 there, right what you see on the board, you're doing all right. 2, they say on level 1, the opposite leg, the O, right in a different color, A, O, H is always the same thing. It's the A and the O that might switch. In this particular case, happened to be a 8. This is the answer. I'm gonna put it in quotes. You see, Jasmine, I have to take hers to be fair because she's doing it now. You see, not because of you, but I would. No, I already saw her, but I was gonna let her do it, and then I realized, oh shoot, I just took hers. So I'll do that right now. Here's the problem on the board, the red triangle. We set it up. We're solving for it. If a 5 is on the bottom of the fraction, right in cosine theta, theta is a Greek letter that is used for angles. So when you hear theta, like, oh, they're asking, like, is it 50 degrees, 30 degrees? When you hear theta. All right. We're going to fill in this chart up to 40 degrees, cosines of 10, 20, 30, and 40 degrees, sine of 10, 20, 30, and 40 degrees. These are 3 rows. The ones that are in red are the ones that we're filling in. The others are for different activities. Here are the answers. We've been filling them in red. We've been filling in the tangent, the cosine, and the sine. I want you to go all the way down to 90 by just doing it on your calculator. All right. We're going to make it money. 0.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is true. Each block is 10 cents. Your 10, your 20, and so on. The degrees, let me see. Oh, your thing is a little bit messed up. Go with it anyway. But yeah, you can start. Oh, you got your stuff out. All right. We'll have to go over stuff bit by bit. We may have you step out to the tutor, come back. We'll figure out how we're going to do it. But do me a favor right now. Check and see how many we're at 10 table. I know you have space for 5. All right, this is 10, 20, 30, 40. We got it. So basically, you're just going to graph. What was the number for 10 degrees for tangent? 0.9? 0.1. We'll guesstimate it. All right. Give me 20. We'll do the first 3.
0.363.
0.3 or 30. Half of that. I mean, I'm guesstimating. You see what I'm saying? And then let's do 30, and after that they get the point. They're just going to put in the dots. What's the next one? Eventually you would connect. All right. Eventually you would connect the dots. I happen to know tangent. The line for tangent, this picture for tangent we did it earlier, is this weird thing. But you just need to connect the dots. Anybody confused about graphing it? You just whatever the coordinates happen to be. This coordinate was 10, comma, point. It was 1, 3 something. The first one.
For what?
For 10, 10, 10. Was it on your thing? 10 degrees. tangent 10. It's on your paper.
Oh, it's 176.
176. Oh, it's not a good place. It would have been higher. All right. Whether you know it or not, I'm done teaching whatever it is I think I'm teaching.